Afterburner. Oh, hey there. I didn't see you there. I'm just working on my bucket shot list. It's like a bucket list. You know what that is, right? Well, it's like a bucket list, but for photographers and videographers. It's a list of the shots that we've always dreamed about, that we fantasized about, that we want to get no matter what. You know, it could be the wildest thing. It could be the most simple thing. It's really up to you. I want to show you some of the coolest patches that I think I've ever seen. Are you ready for this? Here's the first one. It has a little T-Rex with a cactus on it. And then this one has little dinosaurs and fighter jets and a comet and a volcano exploding. And then there's this one with a T-Rex and a T-38. And this one also with a T-Rex and a torch. And then finally, my favorite one is this one. How cool is that? It's like the Jurassic Park logo, but says Jurassic Pilot. These are from the latest class of the Euro-NATO Joint Jet Pilot Training Program out of Shepherd Air Force Base. Back to the list. And this isn't just any list. Each item on the bucket shot list represents a challenge, a story, an adventure, and most importantly to me, an experience. It's about pushing my boundaries, whether it's capturing the flame of an afterburner or hanging out of a helicopter getting that perfect shot. And I'm gonna take you along with me as I attempt to check each item off the list. I'm gonna share it all with you. The successes, the near misses, and everything that I learned along the way. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I guess we should start off with my list so you know what I'm aiming for. And I've already checked one thing off the list, not once, but 3 times in the last 2 weeks since I created it. Number 1, capture a C-17 with Mount Rainier in the background. Number 2, capture afterburners on a fighter jet. Number 3, shoot an F1 race. Number 4, do an air-to-air photo shoot. Number 5, shoot trophy trucks. Number 6, photograph all 3 F-35 variants. Number 7, photograph an F-22 on a low-level route. Number 8, capture an Army helicopter low over a lake or river. Number 9, film a Starship launch. And number 10, capture shockwaves coming from a fighter jet. And if you haven't seen a picture of this, it's one of the most mind-bending things that you'll see. It makes your mind just, it's cool. First, let's start it off with the one that I've already checked off the list. Like I said, 3 times in the last couple weeks. If you've ever seen a fighter jet up close, you know how intense it can be. And if you add some afterburner into that, it's a whole nother world. It feels like all of your senses are being triggered all at once. The first 2 times were with a couple of FA-18 Super Hornets from VFA-2, and then I also caught it with an EA-18G out of Whidbey Island. Technically there was a 4th one, but in the photos you couldn't see the afterburner, so I'm just not going to count it. Capturing afterburners isn't just about pointing and shooting. There's a bit more that goes into it. You want to know what the path of the jet is going to be, and then you also want to have a dark background so that the flame stands out. If the background's too light, you're just not going to see it. Luckily, when I'm shooting low-level jets, they're usually landlocked in the photo with dark trees in the background, so it works out really well. The first time I caught this was when I was in the right spot to catch 2 F-18s roaring by. And this time I was actually shooting video. Sometimes I'll do that and just take screen grabs out of it because I'm mostly posting to Instagram, and it kills quality. Now let's see that one more time, but let's slow it down a bit. The visual payoff is pretty mind-blowing, and on top of it, the sound is what really got my adrenaline going. The next one was with an EA-18G, and this one was more fun and fulfilling for me because I had gone to a spot that I had been scoping out for about a year now. I didn't know what it was going to be like, but hiking up the side of the mountain made it that much better. And it put me into a perspective where it was totally different than what I'd shot before, because I was actually shooting down on the aircraft. It was down below me about 200 feet, and so the perspective of it over the lake and everything, it made it so cool and so much better. You can see what I mean in the video that I shot with my phone. But that doesn't do it justice. The photos, on the other hand, are probably some of my favorite photos of a growler that I've taken. Each Afterburner shot isn't just a check off my list. For me, it's about the experience and the feeling that it gives me. And that's exactly what the bucket shot list is all about. Chasing those perfect moments where everything lines up just right, and you're able to capture that moment and that picture that make people go, wow. A lot of the other shots on the list are already in the works, and there's a lot of planning that goes into them. For example, the air-to-air shoot is not just about me. There's a lot of moving parts and coordination to make sure that everything goes smoothly. Luckily, I'm working with an awesome group of people who understand all the pieces that I honestly just don't know anything about. I understand the shooting and the visual side of it, and they understand things like regulations, aircraft limitations, and anything that has to do with things like air traffic control. Make sure you're subscribed because I'm going to take you along with me. You'll get to see firsthand how we navigate the challenges, and hopefully we can capture some absolute bangers that are bucket list worthy. The journey of chasing these ultimate shots isn't just about capturing the moment. It's more personal than that. Each shot reflects a piece of my journey to do the things that I love. It's a testament to the dreams I've pursued and the experiences that I've been fortunate to have. Through things like action sports, motorsports, and aviation, I've not only pushed the limits of my creativity, but also connected with incredible people and cultures around the world. These experiences have honestly shaped my outlook and fueled my passion for sharing these moments. And that's why I do it. I love sharing these moments and these experiences with people like you. I'm hoping these things can help inspire you to chase your dreams, no matter how big or how small or how distant they might feel. Whether it's capturing a fighter jet at full afterburner or the serene beauty of a landscape, it's all about pursuing the moments that speak to you, and they might feel out of reach, but in most cases, they're not. So as I continue through this series, remember it's not just about the photo and the video, it's about the memories and the experiences and the people that you meet along the way. And now I turn to you. What's on your bucket list? What are your dreams? What are you chasing? I want to hear all about it. Let me know in the comments below, or better yet, tag me in a post on Instagram or YouTube or wherever you want. Let's help inspire each other. If you've enjoyed the journey so far and you're excited about it like I am, hit the like button or the subscribe button. Both are great. There's a lot more exploring on the way. Thank you for joining me on this adventure. Keep pushing, keep dreaming, and as always, keep your eye on the sky and your mind skeptical. I'll catch you in the next one. These are from the latest class of the Euro-NATO Joint Jet Pilot Training Program out of, that's awful to say. Euro-NATO Jet, of the Euro-NATO Joint Jet Pilot Training Program. Euro-NATO Joint Jet Pilot Training Program out of Shepherd. The Euro-NATO Joint Pilot Training Program out of Shepherd Air Force Base. That was the best one, and that was still awful.